What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews. Voice a little bit cracked. Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got my guy out here today. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right, man. But you know, I just turned 60 July 26th, which was 3 weeks ago.
60?
Yes.
Man, you're killing it, man. You are crushing it, man. You the definition of black don't crack, man. You look great. You look great. All right, so are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and so how long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless since 2021.
2021, and so what happened in 2021 that caused you to become homeless?
Well, in 2021, my wife was alive, Marianne Moore Gomez, which is my last name, and she's from Lynchburg, Virginia. I brought her here to Atlanta in 2020 because she had never been here, and you know, she was older than me. I'm 60, and she got me by 4 years. She was alive today, she'd be 64. Okay. And so, you know, we was going to church, we was living on Neal Street and things like that, but you know, she had bad health, and when she met me, it was a thing where it wasn't Captain Save-A-Hole. I just rescued her from the trauma she was going through.
Was she like in the streets and stuff like that?
Yes, she was.
Okay.
And you know, her credit was messed up and all that due to things on her side from her kids.
Right. I get it. So you brought her down here. Sounds like she got sick.
No, I'm married. I married her and everything.
You married her, okay.
I married her.
How long was she down here before you married her?
No. We got married before we got here in 2020.
Okay.
I brought her here October 7th, 2020.
Okay.
We got married in July, my birthday, 26th October.
Okay,
you know?
So you got married in July of COVID, and then you moved down here, and then how long between when you moved down here until she, you know, passed away?
Until she passed away. We got here in 2020. 2021, May 3rd, she died right here at the church up here, Miss Jasmine Guy, the church up here, and we was waiting for a cab. But she was in bad health and all that. And so when I met her, it was like, you know, I felt like empathy for her, and we talked, and I took her from the street. I had an apartment then, and then she was like, well, I want to get out of here because this is a dark place for me. So I said, well, I'll take you to another state. You ever been to Atlanta? She said, no. Would you like to go? So I brought her here. And you know, I can say this, she definitely died happy. You know, she passed away happy, you know, and I'm in the trenches because I feel like this, you know, I've never been married before, and my grandmother had told me, when you marry only once. So it's like...
So you've been there, never been married before that?
No, never ever. And so the thing is with me, I'm used to her, so I'm in the trenches outside in the mud because I know when I go into an apartment by myself, I'm gonna always think about her. And you know, that pressure right there, I can't say God will make it be too much for me. He'll never make that overwhelm me. But it'd be painful when I'm going through, more pain than what I'm doing right now with my buggy, living outside, fresh air, breathing the fresh air. I feel a spirit, it's a good spirit, but to be boxed in an apartment where you're supposed to have a woman, and you know, I want to have a companion. I don't want to live alone. So I've been out here, you know, hoping maybe I can meet someone, but everyone I met, it was, you know, street women, so I guess they can't work for me. So I gotta look for something legal, something better, because I was a legal man, but still a legal man. I'm just retired, I'm 60.
So hold on, okay. So when she passed away, did you guys have a residence? Y'all had an apartment?
Yes, we lived on 950 Neal Street.
Okay, so you had an apartment. She passed away. How long after she passed away did you stop staying in the apartment?
A week.
And so you say that time that you was in there was too painful?
Yes, but not being there, you know, I hear her voice, I hear everything, so I was like, let me get outside, go walk and get some air. So I went out and got some air. When I went out and got some air, the spirit outside of hearing her was different, was saying, hold on, baby. But when I'm in an enclosure where we used to take a bath together, cooking and all the things like that, it's like the pressure of that is like her not being there. It's like, oh, you can't cook for me now, we can't take a bath together. So, you know, I feel more freer outside out here, but occasionally I will go into a hotel when it's raining a lot or it's winter time, like winter's coming up now, it's gonna be cold, so I'm gonna have to go in the hotel, you know.
Well, you know, do you think that you'll be healed by then, where you could just get back in an apartment and move on with your life?
Well,
I mean, because I'm gonna ask you this, right? And I'm not trying to minimize your feelings for her. So let me preface it by saying that, right? But you're 60, right?
Yes, sir.
you knew her for a total of how many years?
I had met her in 1999, and a year
Okay.
later, 2020, I married her.
Hold on, 1999, you mean 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
Okay, so total was about 2 years,
Yes.
right? So what I'm saying is, okay, so we're gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna put a pin in that. Let's just, real quick, let's just get logistics out the way. Do you have any kids?
Not with her.
No, I'm asking, do you have
Yes,
kids?
I have kids.
How many kids do you have?
I have one son who's given me 3 beautiful granddaughters.
Okay,
to
so you got
this
one
day.
son? How old, man?
My son is 38 now.
38, all right. And so, have you ever been, okay, you just said you was married that one time. Okay, so, all right, so let's just start from the beginning. Where you from, man?
I'm originally was born in Hartford, Connecticut from my mama, who's from Birmingham, Alabama, who's black and Spanish. My father's Jamaican, Mexican, and Indian. He's from Jamaica. They met together, came together, and hey, I was one of their gifts.
Okay. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do. I have many siblings. You know, my father, you know, he got around a lot, you know, but
How many did you grow up in the house with?
I grew up in the house with 2.
Okay, and where are you in the birth order?
In the birth order, I'm the second to the oldest.
Okay, so you're in the middle.
Yes.
Because you say you grew up in the house with 2.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and so, and were your mom and dad married?
No,
Or just kind of together?
No, he did not marry her.
Okay, so he was just doing his thing, and
Yeah, but if you want to say common law wife, she was common law wife, but they were together past 7 years.
okay.
Common law.
Okay, I got you. All right, so, I mean, you know, after that 7, 8, 9 years, whatever it was he still active and present in your life, or did he kind of fall off a little bit?
Well, I can say I can't never say he fell off a little bit because my father was always there for me from when I was born, and when they went through their storm, he didn't put me in their storm. You know, he'd be there, me and my brothers, come on, y'all, let's go. But one thing about my father, you know, even though I have sister siblings by another woman that he was with, he cling to the boys more than the girls, you know.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Shout yourself out. You're going to be on this video. You want to shout yourself out? I just shout out my guy, man.
Well, as I was saying,
I'm sorry.
As
Sorry
I was saying,
for
my father
interrupt,
clinged
man.
to the boys more than the girls because I had siblings by other women. You know, my father had daughters.
Right.
But he clinged to the boys, and he used to always keep us together, always wanted us up under him. And, you know, what he was doing was giving us his integrity, his principles, you know, and his feelings of life. Of
being a man and making sure
yes.
that you step up to your responsibilities and continue to fulfill that. So shout out to your dad. All right, and so okay, so all right, so you know, growing up, would you say you had like a fairly, did I ask you that already, fairly normal childhood?
Yes.
Okay, so good childhood.
Good
You ended up
childhood.
going to high school,
Yes.
graduated.
We were high school. I didn't graduate.
Okay, what was the highest grade?
The highest grade I went till 11th.
11th. What made you drop out in the 11th?
I did not drop out. I got expelled because I had a gun in my locker.
Wait, why did you have a gun in your locker?
Well, you know, where I was from, you know, people came to school and trouble started and things happened. So I always prepared myself because my father taught me to be
But
ready.
they always say that the folks from your generation always say that, hey man, y'all young guys, y'all just be so quick to pick up a gun. Why you can't pick up your 2 fists and fight?
Right.
So what was up with that? Why would you bring in a gun?
We fought back in the day too, but once in a while, you know, you had to carry a gun because things got serious and went past the golf club. Because the most we used to do was fight with hands and golf clubs back in my day. But then
Were you like scared of the people? Were they like,
yeah, well,
jump you? Like, what was going on?
Well, what it was my best friend Walter Prophet, God bless the dead. He died at 23. I was 21, and it was my only friend of life. I never made a friend again. He was the only friend I ever had. Me and him went through whatever together. You know, we met in elementary, and his mother and my mother knew each other, and we kept
Right,
trying.
y'all
It seemed
was
like we
boys,
kept
right.
winding up in the same grade and in the same hood. But anyway,
What happened? Why'd you bring a gun?
he was being scared up by some guys, and actually I brought it to school just to protect him. You know, I wasn't normally would carry it. And actually, I stole a gun from my father. He didn't even know I had it.
What you gonna do with that gun, man?
Well, I have my
What
friend.
you gonna do with that gun?
Well,
At 16? What was you gonna do,
I had my
man?
friend. No, actually, I was 17 at the time.
Okay.
This was my best friend. You know, I paid for him. He cried to me, I felt his pain. So I don't know what was going to happen. I don't know what was on my mind. All I know that a gun can stop something or back somebody up or stop somebody permanently.
From doing something. I get it.
That's all I know.
Okay. So you end up, all right. So long story short, you ended up, I guess, kind of, did you ever like get a GED or anything like that?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I got a GED.
Okay, what age?
I got a GED at 20.
Okay. So is this like your first stint in homelessness, or have you done this before?
Well, it's not my first stint. Back when I was younger, my son's mother, because my wife wasn't my son's mother, but my son's mother, me and her had went through something. We lived in Soundview, New York, and we broke up. So I just
how long were y'all together?
My first one was actually 7 years.
7 years?
7 years, yeah.
What made that relationship dissolve?
What made that relationship resolve was that I didn't pay enough attention and come home a lot. I liked to hang out in the street, but I would come home just to eat the meal she cooked, see my son, drop my son off at school and leave. So she got upset, with me, saying, well, listen, seems like there's more in the street important than me. And
was there any cheating or anything like that?
No, I never cheated.
What about her?
I'm a faithful guy. I'm loyal, and she was loyal to me too. She was loyal.
Y'all couldn't work it out?
Well, maybe we could have, but being that I think I was more gravitated to, hey, maybe I felt like I needed a break and I wanted to be free.
Be free.
So when she gave me the opportunity,
you took it.
I took it and went rampant, running from Soundview to Long Island, Coram, from Long Island, Coram to Staten Island, from Staten Island back to Red Hook, from Red Hook.
So you never had no more babies after that?
No, one son.
Okay,
one son who's given me 3 granddaughters I already mentioned.
And were you like active and present in his life even after you guys broke up?
Yes, we was. Only just recently, after his mother had died. His mother died 2011. So then it's like the shift between that came a little rift.
Why did that cause a rift? Why did her death cause a rift between you and your son?
Because I kept moving like I'm moving now from my wife thing. I was moving and I was only thinking about myself and the pain I was going through. When you're going through a pain, you ain't thinking really about nobody else. You're just thinking about your pain and you go through your pain. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, how you go through. Like some days I may go through it.
I get it, but that's not what your dad did.
No, it wasn't.
Your dad may have been going through pain, but he made sure that he firmed up, to kind of stay firm for you guys, right?
Right, but the difference was, I was younger. He was there. I got older when they split it up, and my son,
he was already older.
Yes,
right.
He was a
grown man. Okay, I get it. All right, okay, man. And so, all right, so that I said I was gonna put a pin in it. So we're gonna unpin the initial conversation.
Yes, sir.
And because I wanted to know a little more about you before I asked, like, well, you knew her for about 2 years, okay? And are you prepared to cause that 2 year of knowing someone to like cause you to be out of it for this long? Because it's been over 2 years since you've been out here.
Yes, and people have been praying for me, telling me how long it's going to take, when I'm going to break through that.
So what is it going to take, man? What's happening?
All I can say is in God's hand. I know I've been born. My name is in the book of life, Aaron, Aaron, which was Moses and Miriam, older brother, the first high priest of the Hebrews. My great grandmother named me biblical. So I put it in God's hands. I was raised Baptist.
Listen, people say God's hands, and I get that. I put things in God's hands too. But God also requires us to do our part. And so just sitting around waiting for God to have some miracle show up, that's typically not how it works. You have to get things going, and then God will clear the path as you put one foot in front of the other. Okay? So it's been a longer amount of time that you've been out here than what you knew her, man. So is there anything else that's going on? Like,
how you doing, sir?
Hey,
behind this blue gate.
I get you, man. Give me just 2 seconds. I'm almost done, man.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Appreciate both of y'all, all right?
Yes, sir.
My guy, man. We almost done, all right?
All right.
How tall are you, man? You 6'1"? Look at this line. Look at this line, Joker, y'all.
This
dude's 7 feet tall.
I'm 6'1".
Look, this dude's 7 feet. This dude Shaq size, y'all. Baby Shaq, y'all.
Yes, sir. Shaq.
All right, so But yeah, man, like when when are we
Well,
gonna?
like you said, I got to put one foot in front of the other and help myself at the same time instead of just saying, well, God, when you gonna do it? All I can say is like, I'm following my heart, but God gonna direct my feet. As I say, God gonna direct my feet. And so he's, like I say, he still got me going strong.
Well, maybe this is your wake up call, man. I hear all that, but wake up. How about that?
Thank
you know what I'm saying? Like,
from you, I hope I felt how you just said it.
Like, let's go.
No lie, I felt it in my heart.
You don't have time. You don't have that kind of time. You're 60,
60,
man.
Exactly.
Like, what are you waiting for, man? You got to move on with life. You got grandkids, right?
Right.
You got a son. You got all that stuff,
with
man. So
granddaughters.
you got to snap out of this stuff, man.
All right. Well, God bless that I do, and I'm really planning on breaking it this year. This year, I had told myself the storm I'm going through with her and the streets.
Just get it going.
sticking
How
out
about
here.
this month, man?
Go for it.
How about you don't wait? How about you start figuring out what you need to do to get you an apartment, get back situated, your grandkids can come visit, that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Just get back, and then you still be out here doing your thing, but at least you got your stability, you got all that stuff,
Yeah, my peace of mind back and moving forward.
I mean, listen, man, I'm happy that you was able to fall in love. I'm happy that you was able to get married before, you kicked the bucket for sure. But man, like, let's not let that. You're too old, man. Like, you're a man. Come on now. Like, I get it, but you gotta, like, once you pass that 2-year mark, and it was 2 years that you knew her, 2 years that you're in the funk, you gotta figure, all right, well, that's 100% for 100%. That's it.
Okay, it's enough. Enough is
That's
enough.
it. This is still my life. I still have to live it. I was gifted this life. It's a gift. It's not something that should be taken for granted. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, listen, on that note, man, if anybody out there did want to reach out, help or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Yeah. Well, basically, I'll be on Facebook. Aaron Lamont.
How you spell Aaron?
Aaron.
All right.
Lamont, Lamont.
All right.
Powell, Powell. Gomez after that.
Gomez, okay. So you have like Hispanic in you or something? Or?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Gomez. All right, and so you got Cash App?
No, I don't. I do not.
No? All right, man. Well, listen, like I say, man, we really appreciate you and definitely wishing them but the best out here, all right?
Thank you.
Make sure you have a good one, man.
And you too, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.